Yo.
You are now listening to the smoking section.
Oh yeah.
Where you'll find hot topics.
And fire conversation.
Keep it locked.
You hear me?
Hey, I want to say thank you. We're officially live smoking section with Big Crush, CCRFK, all of that. People know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But for people who don't know who you are, man, give them a brief introduction of yourself, and then we'll go from there because I definitely got some questions I want to ask.
Yo, it was good, everybody. I am Crush, the Prince of Krump, CCRFK. That means Crush, Crew Boy, Rude Boy, Flesh Killer, aka Loxus.
Woo!
That's who I am. I've been. Well, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. You know, I go by Crush, but I've been here for a long time. I can probably say a good 20.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's probably like a good 20 years now. So
Yeah, dude.
a good amount of time.
Dude, I remember in 2000. Now, I first saw Krump in 2008, and I didn't realize how long it had already been going on. So yeah, you guys are all like just Krump alone. Did you clown before Krumping?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you guys were already dancing even way before 2008. Y'all was doing the damn thing, man.
Yeah, bro. That's why I'm like, man, I've been a part of this for a long time. So it's like, it's crazy.
I remember
it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? To even think about, like, dang, most of my life I've been doing, wow.
Yeah, dude, you got literally a life's work just in dance, bro. A lot of people don't, they don't these days. I feel like they can't commit themselves to something that way, like the way that people like you did back then, man.
Hey, man.
But yeah. So one thing I did definitely want to ask is how did you come up with Crush? I think that is such a fucking tight name, bro. How did you come up with that name?
To be honest with you, bro, I'm actually not the one that came up with it.
Oh shit.
The crazy thing was it was like a group type of thing. Basically, it was a time where like everybody was part of a group called the Remnant.
Okay.
And everybody had like AKA names, but I was like one of the people that just didn't have one. Because I was going by my little homie name. I was Baby Rude at the time under Chess.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was just Baby Rude. And when it was time for me to make AKA, I was just in there like, I don't know yet. So everybody was trying to like throw names out, and we were just like going through certain things. And Chess out of nowhere said Crush. And I thought about it. I was like, wait. The funny thing is this. I said, wait. J Crush, Lil Crush, Baby Crush. Oh, yeah, that sounds tight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So it kind of like happened like that, and that's how I kind of stuck with the name.
Hey, big shout out to fucking Solo in here. Already dropping a comment. Love you, Solo. Big bro right there to me, man. That's a big bro to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, it's and he's definitely somebody. Solo, if you're still watching, I want you to get on here next. Yeah, dude. So I remember in 2015 when I first started coming around Krump, like people started breaking it to me like, oh yeah, Crush did this and Crush was doing this and that. And when I looked back and looked at the videos, I'm like, damn, that is Crush, but just hella young Crush. like oh fuck. Like, how do you feel, bro, looking back at some of those old ass DVDs and like the Rise days, Krump King days, like, Crush now? How do you feel looking back at it? Like what were those days like, man?
I think I could say like kind of like how most people look at certain days. I think they're like, well, I don't feel like my reign is over.
Mm-hmm.
But like I still look at them like glory days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As far as like certain eras, like there were certain eras that was really fun, where certain things happened, you know what I'm saying, different moments where it was just like great, you know what I mean? So I look back on things and like certain things I love, and at the same time, since I've been doing this all this time, I learned a lot of things through this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like most of everything that's happened to me in life happened through, you know what I'm saying, this dance. Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing. That was one thing. Me and I had a Herb on the show, and that was one thing we talked about. And Sherwin, the big homie Sherwin, is like some of you guys have been so entrenched, like you know what I mean, like in Krump, like most people were dancing at 14, 15 years old, you know what I mean, 16 years old, and you fucking grew up in Krump. You know, all these guys
Right.
that you danced with, it was dudes you've seen every single week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week at the DC or the, you know, well, back then you guys had like the Dunamis sessions and the Vice days and all these different, you know, the D spot. You guys had all these different sessions y'all were going to and events that y'all went to on the reg, you know what I mean? And these are guys you fucking grew up with. So most of y'all's lives literally came up in Krump, man. That's crazy. It's definitely crazy, especially because you were one of them, man. So it's tight to have you on, man. For real.
Oh man. Appreciate it, man.
Well,
Yeah.
going forward to like, because this is just from me seeing you, so I get to kind of like, you get to kind of hear my story of coming upon Crush and his reign of fucking terror, bro. Like you came along and it was like I kind of came in during a weird era of where everybody wanted to be a heavy hitter. You know, there was the vets, heavy hitter conversation, and rookies, and who's an OG and who's not an OG. And you were definitely somebody in my brain. I was like, oh, Crush is an OG. You know what I mean? Crush is, but you were like, no, I'm not. You made this long video, bro, breaking down like this history of people who came before you, kind of like where you fell into this circle, where you kind of fell into this whole lineage of like greatness of people who kind of came along. And then you went for that tear on Prince of Krump, dude. That tear for Prince of Krump, bro, sitting on the throne.
uh, I mean, damn. Yeah, there's a lot of things I look at as far as like being an OG or a vet. Because there was a lot of things that came from that. You know what I mean? As far as like, I know some people look at it like, man, I've been here. Like, I've been here and I've seen this. But it's like, all right, but have you been here and been in the action?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that, it's like, for me, I've been here, let's say, actually first generation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? 'Cause I was around as far as like the cartoon days, which
Yes.
the, you know what I'm saying, first Krump group. So I was like one of the last people to be a part of that group before it kind of like, you know what I'm saying,
Fizzled out.
ended. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, and then right after that was Bad Boys.
Ooh, Bad Boys.
Yeah, it was a group called Bad Boys went in, and then from there turned to Remnant, and
Okay.
then so on.
Herb
Yeah.
Johnson in here saying, you're J. Eyes, my man. My man, good looks, tune in.
Yo,
Uh, yeah, dude, it's crazy to think like you were part of cartoons. Like when I first learned it, like I had no clue who that was. And then once I learned, like, oh yeah, they were the first Krump group. This, and that. Like now, now you kind of stand on like first Krump group. That's pretty crazy now. Thinking that like Krump has all these different groups, all these little different like crews and you know like little like concept character groups and all this different stuff people got going on. And then now you damn near lead a fucking army with CCRFK, right? Like all the little homies and people you got rocking with you on that. Um, like how do you, or what do you feel that you would want to see, like with some of these groups, like even just your own fam or clump in a whole, like what do you want to see people start adding into the spice? Because like you said, you've been in every damn near every era, and not only in the era, like around it, but battling top tier, like always buck, always tight, never really kind of like slacking off. So like with that type of mindset, what would you want to see these people around you or just in the movement period? Like what do you want to see them add, bro? What do you want to see them bring to make Crump better?
I don't know. Uh, I say just something different. Well, not even different, just themselves. To be honest, like if that makes sense. Like I just feel like if people bring more of themselves as like, because I look at Crump as expression. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different, you know what I'm saying, emotions. People go through different things, there's different backgrounds, you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like all that get pushed out through certain, you know what I'm saying, people when they crump.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like if we have more of that, and of course, like people just not being afraid to do what they want to do, like
Mm-hmm.
more confidence. I feel like more confidence to be you and to push for your ideas. You know what I mean? Like I feel like some people will have ideas and won't even do it because it's like, well, I don't know because this person might or this person's already doing. Like it's like, nah, man. I feel like everybody should like push whatever they are. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yeah. Pushing
that's
who they are.
with.
Yes.
So that's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, bro. It's like, for example, uh, I do a lot of different things. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying, Crump.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crump is definitely where y'all know me from because of course that's where, you know what I'm saying, Crush came from. But then
Mm-hmm.
you see Crush on the skateboard and it's like, oh shoot, Crush can skateboard. Or
Mm-hmm.
see Crush making a beat, it's like, oh shoot, Crush can produce. You know what I mean? Or
Mm-hmm.
if you see me rapping or something, it's like, oh, Crush can rap. Or if you see me, I don't know, walking the runway, oh, Crush can model. You know what I'm saying? It's different things that like certain people can do that I feel like as a whole can bring something to the whole movement. You
Mm-hmm.
know, everybody have different ideas, so it's like, why don't y'all put some stuff together to make Crump, you know what I'm saying, look different or something else?
Yeah, that is definitely another thing I wanted to talk about, dude, is you also make some banger fucking beats, bro, and music. Like I don't even like saying just beats because it's more than that. You know, it's more than that. Like it's real music. Like this is real music happening. When did you first get into that? Like when did you first
Uh,
realize you had that talent?
oh, yeah, that's crazy. When I first started making beats, it was actually Hitman. Because when Hitman got into it, you know what I'm saying, it was crazy. And I used to just watch this and like make them, and I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't know how your mind is working like that. So he actually just offered to, you know what I'm saying, to show me how to do it one day. And from there, I just got into it.
Now,
The-
listening to music, watching y'all lab or watching y'all dance is already enough for me. Like I watch you guys, I'm like, dude, there's fucking greatness happening right here. But then but then when I've watched people make beats, I'm like, what is this? This is like it's just beyond me how the layers happen and all the different feels start coming in, the bass line here and this little thing here and I was making it, man. Do you got any new music coming out soon?
no, no, not at the moment. I haven't
Okay.
focused on anything just yet.
Ah,
Just,
dude, we need it. We need it, Crush. We need the music, bro.
no.
Right here, even solo. We need more Crush beats. Yes, the fuck we do.
Uh, I'm I'll probably get back on it. But right now I got like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things that I'm like focused on. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying?
What's some
So
other stuff you're working on right now?
oh man, it's like it's just different stuff. It's like far as like, okay, where as far as where do I see my crew? Where do I see me? What do I want to do as far as my style? You get what I'm saying? Like it's just different things that I like dabble with where I'm like, all right, I go back and forth to where I can mix and match. You know what I'm saying? To where okay, wait, I can do this with this, and this comes with this, and now I got this. You know what I mean? That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of where I'm at with it right now. so
Pulling from all these different directions.
yeah, exactly. So it's like because of course, there's concept videos. There's you know what I mean. There's different fam things that I'm doing as far as my fam, as far as making a DVD with them, or you know what I mean. There's different projects. You know what I'm saying that I'm being solo got coming. You know what I mean. There's different stuff that got you know what I mean. There's so much stuff coming that you know what I'm saying. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see type of thing.
Oh man, I'm excited for it, bro. Because even the videos that you guys were putting together with Oxy was I was like, yo, there's something going on with this. He's really good with the camera, the edits. I was like, there could be a lot, especially like with your style, bro. Like the Flesh Killer style alone, like that horror feel. I love that shit. You know what I mean? And
I appreciate it, man.
yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, I'm Corpse, bro. Come on. I like that. I like that stuff. Fucking. So it's like to think like, oh, they're doing this with just session rounds, you know, or like these light, like there's like these light conceptual videos going on. Like I could already feel back then, like, yo, Crush is gonna take this and make something of it because it's just creativity. You know, you see something you want to pull from somewhere else, like you're saying, like pull a little bit more and add to it and watch it turn into something different. Yeah,
Right.
I can see that, man. That's big facts, bro. Big facts. Dude, one thing I did want to ask was back then compared to now, I guess we're having this big heaping shit of storm fire of like weird actions going on in the community right now. And I guess a lot of people are comparing it to the Christ Up era, right? Um, I don't care about what people be doing. That's up to them. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to join a weird group of people and do whatever, that's on them. But for you, like I've noticed that of all these names that get thrown around, Crush's name isn't thrown around too much when it comes to like, oh, they did me dirty in the Christ Up era, or they're doing me dirty now in this era, blah blah blah. Like Crush
Well,
never, his name ain't getting thrown around like that. How do you find yourself like avoiding that drama, dude,
well,
and staying
how
out of
I
those
look at
circles?
that type of stuff is this, bro.
What was
I'm
that?
not my business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like that's just how I feel right now when it comes to that type of stuff. Like I just mind my business and I'm on to what I'm on. I don't care what's going on no more with other stuff. I feel like everybody is always so concerned with what everybody else is doing and running behind what everybody's doing that it messes up with the hell that your ideas. Like what ideas did you have? You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel when it comes to certain stuff. It's like, hey, okay, you feel like that, but how are you gonna fix it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's quick to say what the problems are, but ain't nobody trying to fix nothing. So it's like,
Yes.
and at the same time, it's like I'm tired of talking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why get into any of that? And at the same time, if you want to talk about certain stories from back then, like the people that was there know what happened. And
Mm-hmm.
the people that was there really know who the people was that was doing it to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like people can play whatever card they want to play right now, but the people that was there know, and we're watching. You know what I mean? That's how I see it when it comes to that stuff. It's like nothing should even be said right now. So
Yeah,
I
dude.
want to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see me say nothing on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I reserve storytelling for the people who are a part of the story. You know, and for me, you know, just coming into Crump, like I heard about things like the split. I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about. Like what split? Like, you know what I mean? And then people start telling me stories about, oh, you know, Impact, SK, this, that, and then oh, the Christ Up era had this, and I'm like, damn, you guys are really invested in drama. You know, like I can understand, you know, you beef with this person, you're beefing with that person, whatever, but that's two people. You know, like I don't understand why so many people get so invested in that part. You know, like yeah, if there's an issue, like if there's an issue, a community issue, like you're saying, like yeah, we could talk about it and you know, kind of put the shadows into the light, but why not let's fix this at the same time, you know, because if not, all we're doing is talking in circles, just talking in a circle, and it doesn't get anything done. And like you're saying, you lose time developing who you are as a person.
Mhm. But at the same time, drama sells.
True.
People are more excited to see a beef battle than a regular battle.
That's true.
People rather see you beef and go and like really try to break each other's neck. Niggas want to see that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Instead of
they want
what's
to see
right.
blood, they want to see blood
Yeah,
and
they
guts.
don't. So it's like that's why you will see somebody say something like, "Man, it's too friendly." Somebody start something. Like what?
That's
like
so toxic.
it's crazy, but it's like I just feel like it's certain people that don't really know what to do, and then there's certain people that just have so many plans they don't know how to put it together. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
like so. I'm kind of just hoping that those people just come up, you know what I mean, gain the confidence to just start doing all the things they see in their head. Like that's kind of like where I'm at with it when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
everything else I've seen, like I said, I've been here for the past 20, so it's like I've seen every single thing already. It's like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for like the new to hit. I'm waiting for people to bring something new where I'm like, dang, I ain't never seen that done before.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. And then so until then, it's like I'm just working on the things I want to work on. Like for me, the things I see. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
for right now, it's like all right, I'm gonna work on what I see for me as far as Crush. I'm gonna work on the things I see as far as my crew. You know what I'm saying? As far as Kill Crump go, I'm working with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? As far as what they want to do, whatever projects they have. As far as the people I see, my
Yeah.
brothers in this movement, that'll go for everybody. But my brothers know who my brothers are.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna do that, and I just want to keep moving, man. Like I always said, there's no time really. You know what I mean? Like, and there's so much stuff happening in the world. It's like I don't want to be one of the people to be like, damn, man, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I did it and I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be one of those people right now. So I'm
Bro,
doing
but
what I want to do right now.
you've done so much, bro. Like really, even just from me to you, bro. From 2015 to now, you've done so much, and then to learn all everything that happened before that time, bro. You've done so much, man. Like it's really crazy sometimes when I sit back, like the bullseye battle. Like I've never seen anybody take on Miho and Chaz in the same night and really like get off, like not die. Like this person wasn't dead after their first round.
I
You know what I mean?
appreciate that,
For real, bro. For real. Man, Crush, you're really humble about a lot of shit, man. Like
man.
and that's something that has kind of kind of kept me level-headed, you know, where it's like there's these people of such a stature, you know, who, like you say, like, oh, I'm just working on me, just working on my own shit, just focused on me, you know, like, yeah, you you definitely respect the idea that you're Prince of Krump for sure. You take that for sure. But everything else, you're very modest, man. I gotta give it to you, bro. It's inspiring.
Oh man, like it's just funny, bro. The Prince of Krump, that's just funny. It's just like it's just funny to me because it's like something that's like, damn man, I ain't never thought me. Like for real though, like that's kind of how I used to look at it when that what I'm saying used to be said at times. And the battle was just what I'm saying. It was like that's why I went as hard. Like that's why I was like, nah, I'm gonna go as many rounds as I can go until my body can't go nowhere because it was just like, all right, this is the moment. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, it felt like that moment where I was just like, okay, all the crump you've been working on all these years, all the styles you've been putting together, this is the moment. You know what I'm saying? To
Hmm.
do all of it. And that's just how
Hmm.
I felt. And I was just like, all right. So after that battle, that's when I really took it serious. Like before that, it was like years before that, people used to call me the
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I'm trying to think of the battle, but you guys, I think it was you versus Ches, uh, by a swimming pool. Was that you?
Oh
It was
yeah.
like an old ass clip.
Yeah. That was me. For sure that was me.
Right. So I look back at that video, and then I'm right now like that shit was just flashing through my head. And then you got the bullseye video, right? You versus bullseyes. Between all these battles, bro, all the moments, what is the biggest one or the most impactful one for you? Like whether it was a battle or a session, or maybe you were just watching maybe a certain moment. Like what's out of all this Krump history, like what's the one that stands out the most for you?
All right, well, dang, all right, that's a cool question.
There's a lot.
Yeah, because that's like when you put it that way, it's like okay, wait a minute, because it's a lot of stuff I feel for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the battle we're just talking about, it's big, just for the simple fact that it's both creators, and it's like it just felt like I was stepping into something else. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it just the battle was crazy for me. And then there's other battles where I was just like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many battles where it's like different stuff for me where I'm like, damn, I like that battle too. I don't know if I can pick. You know what I mean? Like so I don't know, but all right, I'll just say that battle.
Dude, because the you battled, I think it was Ugly Fate. I think I want to say it was a heavyweight session a few
Oh,
years
yeah.
back. That was fucking insane. That and I just to me for when I think of Crush, I think of that battle. I think even more than the Bullseye battle because because of the idea of you were overseas, you were taking on, Europe's, shining light. Like fucking Ugly Fate is Europe's like grand guy, Um, and I mean, I think you won. I know I'm not qualified. No, I'm not qualified to judge Crumb battles. Okay, whatever. But
Yeah.
I think Crush won, and to see like the best of America, you know what I mean, versus the best of Europe, and you went to his town, his side of the block, and got that in. That to me is a lot because people don't know what it's like to be traveling, bro. To travel with Crump and you're in a 12-hour different time zone, home field advantage, all the bullshit, and to perform the way you did, bro, was big to me, man. That to me was
That shit was crazy. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, but Europe, I don't know. Europe ain't really his hometown though, man. He's from Russia, I believe.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I feel like it was a really dope battle. And it was crazy because like right after the battle, like me and him like had like said talks here and there, and it was just like, damn, man, like because we didn't know each other like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but after the battle, it was like, oh man, you cool as hell. So like ever since then, like you know what I'm saying, I really look at Ugly Faith as like one of my brothers, man. Like he's super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got to meet him. I had the chance of meeting him at the last Beast Camp event they had. And he was just really quiet. He was really quiet, just kind of over there in the corner labbing, doing his thing. And, we shook hands, chopped it up a little bit. But, yeah, I didn't really expect that from him. I thought he was going to be like this really loud and like obnoxious dude because he's good. Like, he's a good fucking dancer.
Yeah,
But,
man, most of you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's like that, man. Most of the quiet people, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
Give you that actual surprise, you know what I mean.
they be about that fucking action. Be
So
about that fucking action. Bro, I'll never forget. I definitely wanted to make sure I said this was I'll never forget you really changed the way I dance for two reasons. I was doing SLX with Ches. You had came by to show me groundwork, and you're like, who's your character? I was like, oh well, I like Voldemort and like Dementors and shit. And you're like, oh, that's pretty tight. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, somebody actually co-signed my ideas. Like, yes, fucking thank God. Like, oh my God, bro, this is so sick. And then I remember we got done with the session, all this stuff, and I was like, hey man, like, what's something that you think I should work on? And you literally said everything. I was like, okay. You're like, yeah, just work on everything. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I felt like, damn, I fucking suck. Like, oh my God, I must be fucking trash. He literally said work on everything. Oh my God, that's so bad. But it made me approach Krump like that every single day. Like, yeah, I could lab on my arms, or I could lab on this, or lab on that, but don't neglect. Don't get stuck neglecting. Yeah, I'm labbing my arms, but there should be something, I'm also connecting these arms with, or oh, I'm working these floor moves, or yeah, okay, work on the floor, but how does you also said a thing like anything you can do from the ground or anything you can do standing, you can do while on the ground. And I really took that shit to heart. Like I have it written down in a notebook. Changed, bro. I'm telling you, changed my mindset on fucking how I look at labbing, like labbing Krump. So I wanted to definitely make sure if there was advice, if there was advice you could give anybody who's going to watch this, who's a Krumper, what's something that you would give them, as far as working on their dance or trying to perfect their craft?
I mean, same thing that you're basically saying right now. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think you should work on everything. Like, people always have that question. Hey, man, what did you think? What do you think I should work on? Bro, you should already know what you need to work on. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows what they're not good at. You know what I mean? So you
Yes.
work on it continuously until you're great, and then until you're awesome, and then until you're, you know what I'm saying, a master, the sensei. I don't know, like how you want to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much you have to lab on all of this stuff. People think they get the basics and that's it. Like, all right, man, now I can do this and this and this and this and that. And it's like, nah, man. Like you can probably do at least 100 different jabs. If you really tried, you can do 100 different jabs. And we're talking about one basic.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And from now, and by me saying that in people's head right now, you should be thinking about how many ways you could do a jab from each
Yeah,
level.
that literally just went through my head.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, there's so much. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like if people learn that, and actually get out of the mindset of I know it all, maybe you can be limitless.
What are some of the things that keep you creative? Like, because you've been around for a long time, what are the things that keep you creating?
For me, it's like a lot of times it's how I feel. It's like how a situation would make me feel to create a certain character. You know what I mean? And then like certain stuff I will watch or see will match up to a certain character, and I'll be like, you know what? That just made that more. You know what I mean? Or interesting, or that confirmed this character. Like I'm gonna end up using this then and mix it with this, and then switch this up and put it with this. And so it's like that's how I think when it comes to certain things. And it's like when you do that, you have to have the basics. You can't put none of that on anything without the basics.
True.
Because it's a whole character. So it's like, okay, if I'm in this character, right? How are the jobs gonna look? How are the jobs gonna look? What would my demeanor look like? How would I walk into the circle? You get what I'm trying to say? Like I gotta go through everything, every detail of how this is about to be like fully in it. That's why people can accept what a flesh killer would look like. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not afraid to go in a session and look ugly. You know, really give off what the character is. I don't need to do the mask thing or anything like that because my expression, I want you to feel how I'm feel. If this is my haunted house and y'all are all in it, are you gonna feel like it? You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it when it comes to the like styles and everything. So it's like when I say work on everything, okay, perfect the stomp. Don't just stand there in one spot. Okay, give me 40 different ones now since you know how to stomp. Let me see if you could do 40 different stomps. Come on, don't repeat yourself. And if it comes to that, you know what I'm saying, you'll see some people like, wait, I didn't think that far. Yeah, I know.
I know you didn't. Dude, I remember I posted before I had my lesson with you with the SLX. I remember I posted on there like, "Oh, get to work with Crush tonight." It was the next day. One of my buddies called me up. He's like, "Dude, how was it? Labbing with Crush?" And I remember you were like, "All right, I'm finna be Flesh Killer," and dude, I watched like it set into you, and then you started dancing, and I was like, yeah, he was standing there, and it was probably bucker than anything I've done in my whole life. Like, just standing. Like, you dropped into this posture, and your, like, head kind of started moving. And just right there, I was like, yeah, he's really in this. Like, it just kind of, like, sank into him. Like, from outer space, it just fell. And it's tight to see that happen, and then to also hear, like, these things that just keep you creative. Like, you're pulling just from simple things, what's like an anime you might be watching, or like it's tight that you skateboard too, you know what I mean? Because
like, it's different stuff. Like honestly, I would just pull for stuff that I'm into. I'm into a lot of different things, so it's just like, oh, that's tight. Oh, if I'd use that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of person I am, and it's like it's so much inspiration around that you could just pull from. So it's just like, and with Krump, I already feel limitless. You know what I mean? Like I already feel like I can do whatever I want and make it tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm like now, I don't even like be wanting to battle other Krumpers no more because now it's just like I did this for so long. It's just like I'm not challenged. I don't feel like I'm a lab to battle this person because it's like now, like since I've been coming up, it's always been all right. Crush got to battle the newest hot person. I ain't battle every new hot person that everybody and you know what I'm saying is put out there at me. So now it's just like I'm tired of that. I want to battle the hottest people that's in dance. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my look on things now. Like, all right, Like I can look at other people and other dance styles and be like, yo, he tight. I want to battle him. You know what I'm
What's one
saying?
person? What's one person that sticks out to you that you're like, yo, I'm down to battle that guy right there.
Damn. I think then y'all gonna look at that as no competition though, because I don't think y'all gonna look at it the way I look at it. But all right. You ever heard of Ayo and Teo?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Teo is very dope to me. Just for the simple fact of I feel like the way he hears the music,
Mm-hmm.
insane. You know, and it's a different level. It's kind of the same way that I listen to music as far as being, you know what I'm saying, it's the musicality of Crump. So I just feel like it'll be a dope battle in general because he does a lot of dope stuff. But some people might not think that. But that's the person I want to battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be a good battle, man. That'd be a good battle.
Who else? Who else? I can't really think right now, but there's like it's so many different people. And it's like I've ran across people already because of like I've been in a lot of, you know what I'm saying, open style battles. So I ran into some people too. I just don't remember everybody's name like that. But see, that's what I mean though. It's like being in Crump for so long, it's like, dang man, I don't even know people. Too underground, man. Sucks, man. I need to get out. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And that's why I've been doing my own thing. Like, nah, man, there's more to this. You know what I'm saying? It's way more to this. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but I feel like you don't really miss nothing. Like you can leave for like 6 months and come back and you're like, dang, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? That's yeah, bro. That's why I encourage everybody, like, hey man, bring some ideas, man. Do something. Like, don't sit around. Don't wait on people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring something to the table. Don't just sit there and be like, can I sit? Like, if you have something, you should already be there. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, man, like do something different, man.
See, and that's what I'm hoping, I know it's not in the field, but that's what I'm hoping to do with this podcast. Like, it started off with just talking to a couple people, would get drunk and fucking talk shit. But then it was like, I like to talk to people. I like to hear their stories, hear their mindsets.
Right.
And I unfortunately didn't start crumping until I was like 23 or 24. So I would never be as lucky to have 20 years, I would never be as lucky enough to have 20 years in Crump like you and some of these original heads, you know what I mean? But for me, I feel like with this podcast, we can all talk about ideas and squash beefs or hash out ideas or bring new ideas to the forefront, you know what I mean? Like of how people can benefit themselves off their craft. You know what I mean? You do music and clothing, skateboarding, and this is an opportunity and platforms where we can all share that. Who knows? Maybe you might get a fucking skateboard brand deal or something out of it. Who fucking knows? But it's just about the opportunity of doing it. You know what I mean? For me, that's what it is.
Like, true. But this thing's coming. Man. Hey, man. Hey, just know there's some stuff coming, bro.
I'm so fucking excited, dude. It makes me so excited for you, bro.
Some things coming, bro. It's definitely some things coming.
So let's just say, without spilling the beans, right? Too much on too many of your ideas. What do you hope, or where do you hope to see yourself in, let's just say, 5 years? Like, we're in a perfect world where everything went perfectly. Where's Crush sitting at? What's he doing?
Oh man. Fresh. Oh man, it's all right. Look, I want to tell y'all this so bad. I want to say this so bad. But I have this thing where it's just like I feel like when you say certain things, it just don't happen. So some
Ooh,
stuff
yeah.
you gotta keep to yourself until it happens.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I used to tell everybody this, even like through the Krump world, like where sometimes we would huddle up and everybody be throwing out ideas, and then like months would go past and them ideas would never happen.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it got to the point where I'd be like, all right, man, so everybody got so many great ideas, but who's gonna go forth with them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I can count on my hand, one hand, you know what I'm saying, who actually came to me with ideas and went forth with every single one.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm like, man, now it's like, all right, we can't even talk about it really. You gotta show. You know what I mean? Like now people need to see what things could be. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and certain people just gotta show it. Like a lot of stuff that I'm talking about or that I'm like that I'm about to do, the reason why I want to just show it is because I feel like nobody believe until they see.
Ooh. Ooh, yes, sir. That's huge. That's huge. Um, and that kind of mindset I really do fuck with because I used to dance under Farside, right? With AOV. I was a part of AOV, and I remember one practice he sat us all down and he said, "One day our names will be in shining lights. You know, we'll have our own show." He never once told us how we were going to get there. He just told us what the vision was. This is this is end game shit. Never once did he ever explain like, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to hit this spot and we're going to hit that spot. He just did it. You know what I mean? And all the drama and all the bullshit that happened with him and all the stuff besides all that, he accomplished all that. You know what I mean? That's still my big bro to this day.
Yeah.
But he really went and got that shit. You know what I mean? And he didn't talk about it. He just beat about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that I can definitely see that mindset. I see you doing it, bro. And I hope you know that you got my support 100%, man, on anything, anything you do, bro.
100, man. 100, bro.
Uh,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
we're coming close here to the end.
Mhm.
Uh, I definitely want to say this, dude. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, dude. It's
Oh man,
been,
no doubt, man. You already know, man.
bro. I mean, Solo said it. The world needs to know the genius of Crush, and the more stuff that continues to happen, I hope I can get you on the show more and more and more to let you promote it, talk about it. We could chop it up more. Hopefully, too. I mean, I'm on the road right now because of work, but I should be in the West pretty soon. Uh, Even if I got to drive out to Vegas, dude, and we can do another podcast and have some drinks and shit and chop up some more. It'd be an honor, bro. It's been an honor having you on, and it'd be an honor to ever have you on again.
All right, man. No doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Appreciate
uh,
you, man. Appreciate being here, man. Appreciate you reaching out. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. So yeah, definitely, bro.
before we check out, dude, for everybody who's going to watch, everybody who's been watching and is still watching, is there a little gem, a little crush wisdom you want to drop on them before we sign out?
Um, the main gem to me is confidence.
Hmm.
Because if you got the confidence to, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you got confidence, you'll be able to do it pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying? You'll have the confidence to push forth that idea you've been just sitting back on for so long. Or that move you've been wanting to do, but you don't want to do it because you're afraid how people will look at you. Or
Hmm.
that style you always wanted to try, but you're nervous and you don't want to put it out there because people might think you suck. You know what I mean? Like, just have the confidence to actually do something and be who you are, like, and see where it gets you because that's what I've done.
Confidence to be who you are. That I'm gonna write that down. I'm
Like
gonna write that one down.
that's really what I've done. I've just, you know what I'm saying, gained the confidence to really be me and push forth what I want to do. You know what I mean? It just got to be a time where you're like, I want to do this. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be proud because I'm the person that put the work in to do this. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like yes, we have help in certain things, but then you have that stuff where it's like I worked hard for this. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's how I feel about like my crump. Like for all these years, I've truly worked hard on this stuff. Where I'm like, this is mine. You know what I mean? So I cherish that. So I feel like the same thing with y'all. Like cherish what y'all been working on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
bring y'all ideas to life. Do something
Mhm.
different. Like surprise us. Shit. Like to me, our leaders has been leaders, but leaders. That's my way of putting it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that like I believe things can change between a lot of different people if people just do something.
Mhm.
Stop
The
sitting back.
confidence to be who you are and make
Yeah.
change.
Stop sitting back doing this. Oh, I heard.
Oh man.
But yeah. But yeah, man.
I'm saying, man.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think,
that's my gym. Be confident, man. Do what you do, man. Believe in yourself, man. Always. Always.
dude, again, thank you, bro. Thank you for being, first and foremost, thank you for being alive. Thank you for being who you are and genuine to that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the advice that you've given me because it changed the way I look at dance, period. And 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 definitely, bro, good luck, Godspeed, and God's blessings to all your endeavors you got going on, bro. Because I know it's going to be a success. I know it is. I know it is. Huh?
100%, man. I appreciate it, man.
My man, thank you, everybody who's been watching the smoking section, still watching. Podcast will drop on Friday. Until next time. Thank you, Crush, bro. I'll hit you up right now.
No doubt, bro.
All right, brother.